When I say the word auditor, what's the first thing that pops into your head? Probably not what we're going to talk about today. What if I told you the most critical part of an audit has almost nothing to do with the numbers themselves? Today, we're diving into the real secret weapon that makes an auditor truly great. Let's get into it. No, really, think about it for a second. Is it someone kind of hunched over, buried under a mountain of spreadsheets, just looking for mistakes in a dead silent room? Yeah, that's the classic picture, right? But it is so wrong. It's missing the most important part of the job. So the stereotype is all spreadsheets, silence, and suspicion. But the reality? It's the complete opposite. It's about strategy, communication, and most of all, trust. The best auditors, the really great ones, they aren't just number crunchers. They're masters of human interaction. And this isn't just a nice little bonus skill, it's absolutely essential. Think of it like this. Every audit is a chance to build a trust account. Let's see how the pros make their deposits. Okay, so where does it all begin? Well, it starts with the very first email, the very first phone call. How an auditor asks for information can literally make or break the entire project, before they've even seen a single number. Think about it from your own experience. If you get a vague, demanding request, it's confusing, it's annoying, and you kind of want to push back, right? But a really clear, respectful request, that changes everything. It builds a foundation of cooperation from day one. It's the difference between being seen as a partner and being seen as a pain. This is your first big deposit into that trust account. So how do you actually do it right? Well, the top auditors use this incredibly simple but super powerful framework. It's called the what, for what, why method. And it's designed to make sure every single request is crystal clear and makes perfect sense to the client. Just look at the difference here. It's night and day, isn't it? The bad request is just a blunt demand. It creates friction. But the good request, you're explaining what you need, for what you're going to use it, and why it's important. And boom, you get clarity. And look, this isn't just about being polite. It's about being efficient. The client knows the goal, so they can get you the right info the first time. All right, so you've nailed that first contact. You've made a great impression. Now you're on site, in the client's office. The game completely shifts from emails to face-to-face interactions. And this is where trust is truly built or completely broken. And here's the thing. Every little action counts. Appearing neat and professional, actively listening instead of just clacking away on your keyboard, not rolling your eyes when you hear something you don't like. These seem like small things, but they're huge signals of respect. And check out those last 2 points. Framing a problem as a chance to clarify, not to criticize, and simply keeping your phone put away, it all communicates one thing. I'm here, I'm focused on you, and I respect your time. A simple phrase like this can change the entire dynamic of a conversation. It turns it from an interrogation into a collaboration. You're showing you genuinely want to understand, and that makes people want to open up and tell you how things really work, not just the official version from the manual. Okay, but let's talk about a classic scenario. The client is trying to explain a process to you, but honestly, it's a jumbled mess and it's super confusing. You don't want to be rude and cut them off, but just letting the confusion go on wastes everyone's time. So what's the pro move here? It's this beautiful 3-step process. First, you show respect. You just listen until they're done talking. Then you help them out by trying to summarize what you think you heard. This is so smart because you're not blaming them for being confusing. You're organizing the info for both of you. And finally, you ask a practical question that moves the conversation forward. It's respectful, it's clarifying, and it's incredibly productive. The day's winding down. You've communicated well with the client, you've been building up that trust account, but you're not done yet. Now comes the last crucial piece of the puzzle, communicating internally with your own team. We have all been there. The deadline is screaming towards you, and then, suddenly, bam! A huge problem just explodes out of nowhere. It's total chaos, it's stressful, and it's how major mistakes get made. Well, the antidote to this last-minute panic is surprisingly simple: proactive updates. And this requires a massive mindset shift. Sending a daily progress report isn't some chore your manager forces on you. It's you taking ownership. It's a sign that you're in control of your work, you respect the team's timeline, and you're thinking 3 steps ahead. So what does a great update even look like? It's not a long essay, okay? It's a clear 4-part snapshot. What's done, what you're working on right now, any roadblocks you've hit, and by the way, that's the most important part, and what you plan to do next. A simple structure like this ensures nothing falls through the cracks. And the impact? Oh, it is huge. With regular, proactive updates, the chances of a nasty last-minute surprise are dramatically lower. And that means less pressure on everyone, smoother timelines, and way better outcomes. It's a simple system for turning chaos into control. So, after a long day of asking, listening, and reporting, what's the real takeaway here? What is that secret weapon we talked about at the very beginning? It all boils down to these three mindsets. Communicate with context, using that what for, what why method. Act with respect in every single on-site interaction. And update with a sense of ownership, not obligation. These three principles are the engine of an effective audit. And let's be really clear about something. Calling these soft skills misses the point entirely. They're foundational professional skills. In a field that is built on integrity and accuracy, the ability to build trust through clear communication isn't a nice to have. It's everything. It's what ensures you get the right information to do the job correctly. And that leaves us with a final question for you to think about. Whatever your technical job is, an engineer, a programmer, a scientist, how much of your success truly depends on your ability to connect with and communicate effectively with other people. Thanks for tuning in.